Jesus Christ,
Did
I
your
break my
chair
chair?
just break?
I don't know.
God, I want an Oreo. Welcome to Something Feral, the podcast where three friends watch, eat, and talk trash. We're your hosts. I'm Kate.
I'm Brianna.
And I'm high-tech Blaze today.
We're on a journey with technology. Women in tech.
That's
All our
right.
cameras. Hello, cameras.
Hello.
We don't know what we're doing. Hi.
Nope.
No, I'm just going to pretend it's not there. It's the
I
only
mean,
way.
I literally found that GoPro in my basement today.
I'm terrified of how I look. You just found the GoPro.
I'm wearing pants I did not arrive in.
Yeah, I shouldn't even say terrified of how I look, but just having some feelings. And I think those pants, I actually really like them on you.
I'm really excited
I hope
about
you keep
them.
them.
I think I will. I just have to figure out how to style them.
Yeah, like with anything new. Oh man. Well, we're free of the menaces, ladies. So
God. Honestly, I'm glad it's over. That was really fun, but
It was tough.
it was tough.
yeah, you did all the logistics, like the behind the scenes scorekeeping.
I was like the referee.
Yeah, in a way.
You did a great job. Incredible job. Branding, impeccable.
Thank you. Yeah, we're going to be coming out with some formal branding, which is really exciting. We're putting together an actual, I used the term earlier. Shit.
Brand package?
No, it was a brand identity. An entire identity, a lot of different items and little features so that we can really make this an actual thing.
We're not stopping.
No.
Women in tech, women with ambition.
That's right. I don't want to work.
It's so funny because someone brought that up to me that we said that in the first episode, and in many ways true, but also I listened back just to hear it and I was just silent, being yeah, this is good for me too. I am very well adjusted.
We've come a long way.
Yeah, we're all growing. I remind Maverick of that all the time. I'm like, you think I was so high strung in such a head case these past few months, which yes and no, but I have come a long way. I would like to give myself credit.
You've grown.
Growth.
Yeah.
My identity is not my job. It only took lots of therapy and many years for me to understand that.
Period. I'd like this to be our identifying job. Our
Identifying job.
Primary?
Yeah.
This could be
This
an
is work.
identifying job.
But this is fun work.
Listening to ourselves talk.
We love it.
Except when you guys eat on the podcast. That's
Okay.
not so fun for Blaze.
Oh, I thought you said when we post feet on the podcast. I'm like, could that get us more listeners and ads?
Subscribers, would you pay to see our feet on the podcast?
Maybe we'll throw some polls up there for some Patreon ideas.
This would be good for my brain, personally. To reveal my toes. You know
Oh,
how
yeah.
I feel.
That's a big
No,
deal.
this is the house of indulgence, how that was therapy for a lot of my bullshit. Feet pics could be therapy for a lot of your bullshit.
I'll do it.
Honestly, it's a cure. We're women in medicine. What don't we do?
Actually, I have a great trash and treasure that falls into the healthcare
Oh,
system.
may I? Okay, I'm down to dive in. I've got some top of the order shit.
Well, I know you have top of the order shit, and we have to do some. Oh, we didn't talk about what we were going to do for our feral behavior segment. Now that March Menace is over,
we just are so glad to be back within God's light that we didn't prepare for this moment. It's like evangelicals and the rapture, but we didn't store food.
oh yeah, right.
But wait, do you have to store food if it's the end times?
Because you're going to ascend, right?
Yeah, evangelicals, let us know.
Wouldn't the ascendants have all the food?
Yeah, or is there a time period between rapture and ascension? Or I thought it was immediate.
I am not the person to answer this.
yeah, Ron.
Yeah, none of us know this. As the resident religious expert, I don't know. Oh, evangelicals, write in. I know we have so many evangelical listeners.
Not anymore.
Not ever. Let's be honest.
I heard episode 3 is Satan and said, whoop, gotta go.
Yeah, and I get it. But anyway,
What is your top of the order?
You want me to jump back
yeah,
in?
jump in.
okay, well, I have a couple things. One, I received feedback from one of our straight male listeners, one of our very early straight male listeners. There's about 9 of you, I would guess. That's being generous. But he was one of the OGs, and in true straight white male fashion, he wanted a special shout out.
What?
So I promised that I would give him a special shout out. It is Mr. Panda. So Dr. Panda's fiance, and he requested Mr. Panda Esquire, our in-house legal counsel. So shout out to you. You have been an OG listener, and I know that he doesn't just listen because he feels obligated because of Dr. Panda, because one, if she wasn't a fan, she wouldn't make him listen either. You know what I mean? That's just not the vibe. And 2, he did say after a couple episodes, he's like, I really like it. I don't think it's for me, but I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah.
So anyway, shout out to you. You are arguably actually like the OG straight guy listener because
Our partners don't count.
yeah, they don't count.
Because they are obligated to listen.
Yeah, actually. Anyway, shout out to our OG straight white male listener, Mr. Panda Esquire. We appreciate you. Not just saying that.
Esquire. Why Esquire?
Because he's our in-house legal counsel.
What does Esquire mean?
It's like the doctor version for a lawyer.
I had no idea. That's funny. I love that.
Yeah, ESQ, if you will.
It's like the nurse, like RSN, BSN. You have to put it in your Instagram or else you're not a nurse.
Yeah, it doesn't count. I've also never heard anyone say it out loud. Like, that feels crazy.
That's why I didn't know what it meant.
Yeah, right.
No one's like, I'm a lawyer, Esquire. Like, huh?
Catherine Kelly Esquire.
I'm like, ooh.
Wait, yours should be Blaze Squire.
I will go by Squire. That should be on my driver's license.
Squire, liege.
Liege.
My liege. Don't worry, guys. So yeah, shout out to our OG Esquire. And I also have some feedback from other listeners that I'll share. It's positive.
Oh, good. Okay. That I'm okay with.
Yeah, I know. Dr. Panda does not have critiques this week. I got feedback from my cousin on our episode with Roberta Landry.
Oh, bad mommy.
Yeah, and so I asked if I could share her feedback, and she said only if I get a cool nickname like Maverick or Dr. Panda. So I have decided I'm going to call her Sookie as of from like
Sookie.
She got me into True Blood, and at first I was like, girl, I'm not watching your weird Twilight fanfic like porn show. And she was like,
that was on before Twilight. Thank you very much.
was it? I don't know. I was giving
It was
her
a graphic novel first.
okay. But I was like, I'm not watching your weird Twilight porn. And she was like, I promise you, like, you'll enjoy it. And she was right. So, Sookie, thank you for your feedback, and I will share it. Sookie is a parent. Sookie is a parent and says that she does not identify as a boy mom despite having a boy and girl, and says, quote, boy moms are the worst. I remember a conversation with her son, and I told him that I would always love him no matter what, and his smartass says, what if I murdered someone? So I said, self-defense. He goes, no. I go, you're on your own, kid.
Ooh, good for her.
Yeah, and her husband, Bill, does not identify as a girl dad either. They have a daughter, obviously, and he'll like go to Starbucks with her, shop with her, do all, you know, the girly stuff. He like played dolls with her when she was little. He's like, yeah, it's called parenting. Yeah. So shout out to the both of you for not being toxic, weird parents.
Yay.
I'm proud that relatives of mine are not falling down that hole.
Thank God.
Yeah, I'm proud to be your cousin.
Yep.
And yeah, I have one final piece of feedback.
I don't know if it's feedback or if it's just compliments.
Yeah, no, I'm sharing positive feedback. I haven't gotten much negative feedback recently.
That's right.
Listeners, keep your mouth shut.
Shut the fuck up.
If you don't like it, and if you love it,
We
let us
only
know.
accept compliments.
Well, this one is kind of neutral. It's more like factual.
Ooh.
So circling back to my friend, we're going to call her Kit.
Kit, like the American Girl doll.
Correct. But she said, absolutely dying at your conversation about farming. She grew up like on a farm. And I said, Brianna saying a bulldozer was farm equipment. Even I know that, couldn't stand. And she said, it's probably not that different. I've never driven construction equipment, but I bet the inside of a combine harvester and the inside of an excavator look pretty similar.
Fuck yes, Kit.
Validation.
So I wanted to give you your credit.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just said a combine harvester. Yes, we all know what that is. And it's just like a bulldozer, apparently.
That's fucking right.
Anyway,
The mechanics are the same.
and a lot of people have said they liked the menace segment.
We did too, until we had to like really sit down and talk about it.
That last round. The special round.
The special round.
Super special round.
Oh,
Kill me.
it was brutal.
We can't linger on this.
No. We've moved on, and now we must. If you think there's anything else we can do along those lines, let us know. We probably won't for a while at least, but
And we're not doing an extra, I can tell you that.
yeah, no. I mean, unless things go real south for me and I make some crazy life choices.
We'll worry about it next year. It's a next year problem.
Yeah, next March.
That's right.
Menace
On our,
2026.
maybe for our 100th episode.
100 menaces.
100 menace. Oh, God.
Well, we don't have 100 between us.
No.
Don't say, no, we don't.
No, I don't think so. That
No,
feels
we
like
don't.
That's a lot of
That's
people.
a lot of people.
Yeah. No, there's
That
no
would
way.
have to include like acquaintances.
People we know.
People we know and don't like. I have a long list.
The entire bracket is just randos that we don't really like. I mean, that I could do. Brianna, you could do 100 right now.
I can do 100 right now.
Yeah.
I'll start a kindergarten. Let's go. Kate Kelly. You
know what? Only one has changed your mind, and it was me.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm so powerful.
I don't think the listeners know that you two were mortal enemies when you were younger.
That's too strong.
Enemies is too strong.
I don't think it is too strong.
We were ambivalent to one another.
I don't know what that means, but I would say enemies.
You know, I wouldn't say enemies, but I would also go a step further than ambivalent.
We just like didn't have the same friends either.
We didn't
had
get
no
along.
cross friends.
Not
Which
really.
one of you had a birthday party where you invited the whole class and not that person?
Brianna.
Who'd
It
Brianna
was
did
me
that?
and one of my
That's
other
no-
best friend.
You're merging that with a different situation.
I'm merging that when you got the whole class souvenirs from a trip, except for us.
Correct. We didn't hang out.
That's still a crazy thing to do.
I mean, I hung out with everybody else.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You were friends with everyone.
You had
No,
friends?
but
yeah,
like,
come on. You had that many friends. Please.
I mean, back then, yeah, not anymore.
Anyway, these two did not like each other growing up, and I think that is very funny.
That like faded.
yeah, it faded. When we were really young, we didn't really get along.
Middle school though, it was gone. 'Cause we had
Totally.
picked. Yeah, middle school was
You know,
fine.
Yeah, why?
Fifth grade.
What turned?
Fifth grade, the journals.
The journals. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, writing brings people to creativity, and writing bring people
We
together.
like as a fifth grade class in the wake of I think 9/11.
It all ties back.
It all ties back.
I remember how it started with me, and I remember the two other girls.
She started it.
No, I'm not even like trying to be like that, but like me and two other friends, like I remember we were like collaging. We made these like fake journals. It was like a storyline.
And everybody got like, so for me, I used a Victoria's Secret model. What was her name?
We all used like models, and we like cut out pictures of like resorts and be like, this
Yeah.
is where I live in Hawaii. Like
this is my husband.
we weren't that old. We were like in high school in the journals.
Like a mood board, but a journal?
kind of like, yeah, like a scrapbook / journal.
And this brought you together?
Yeah.
Just like the whole class
The whole
ended up
class
doing
started
it.
doing it.
Yeah, and we were all just like collaging these like
And it was a world that like everyone, because it was like school.
collaborative. Yeah.
because like we would also like
talk about the other person in the journal. Like I talk about Kate's character in my journal.
yeah, and not super
Oh.
well because we weren't like super good friends. But it would be like we were at the beach and saw so and so, and it was fun.
And like the whole, at least all the girls in the class did it.
A majority. I don't know if everybody did it, but a majority of the girls, because it was fun. Like we were cutting stuff out of magazines together, and like everyone was hanging out. Like it was a really like cute thing to do. Like in retrospect, as a teacher, I would have been thrilled. I'd be like, you're all getting along because you're doing writing outside of school.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. Creative storytelling.
yeah. What a dream for an educator.
That is so cute. And you're like, oh, like we don't need to hate each other. We're just girls.
We're just girls.
Just creative girls.
Now look at us.
And look at us now.
All right, let's move into feral behavior, which is back and better than ever.
Thank God.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell a story, and it's really two stories in one. The first half of the story is a story that I tell pretty often. It's about myself and Dale, and it's like just when you're meeting somebody, it's just kind of breaks the ice, and it's just a fun one.
Also, time out.
Yeah.
Meeting somebody.
Yeah, the
You
way.
tell the story when you like meet someone for the first time?
Sometimes it depends on the crowd.
Oh,
Yeah, depends on the crowd for sure.
Yeah, like not professionally.
I'm just making sure.
Thank God.
But then I told this story to somebody, and their reaction has become part of telling the story now.
Yeah, it's like
The lore has
Chapter 2.
Yeah, the lore has expanded. So when Dale and I first started dating, we were living in, basically, I think I've talked about this in the podcast before, the dorms, right? Like dorms is a strong word.
student housing.
Student housing, yeah. So we all had twin beds. And one of the evenings when Dale and I were first dating, we were being intimate. And there was a move that was executed, and it was not executed successfully. And Dale ended up headbutting me in the nose. And I blacked out for like a hot second.
Can I ask what the move was, or do you not want to get into it? Too graphic?
It's not that graphic. There was just a switch as to who was where.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes, I guess.
Yeah, and a
Okay.
very swift switch and like haste.
Unsuccessfully.
Unsuccessful haste. And at the time I didn't know it, but my nose was broken.
One of my biggest fears.
But I didn't go to the doctor for that. It was after the fact. I don't know if a day or two went by, but I started like losing time. So I would like have little mini blackouts. And we'd be having a conversation, and I'd be like, what are you talking about? And he'd be like, we were literally just talking about this. So he was like very concerned at this point. He's like, we have to go to the ER. So he takes me to the ER, and we had decided, now we were like in our 20s and we're like, okay, we're adults. Like, we're going to tell the doctors the truth about what happened. We're not going to lie about it. That's stupid. Like, we're two consenting adults.
Right. The doctor's like not your pastor either.
No, right. Yeah. Like, who gives a shit? And so we go in, we're waiting in line, and the police are there already for like a dog bite situation, I guess. And so I was like, oh, Dale, like, you better be careful. Like, you know.
And he's like not the one to find that funny either. He was probably like freaking out.
He was freaking
He
out.
was probably upset by that quip.
That's why he likes to question the next part, and you'll see why. So we go into the triage nurse and we're explaining what happened, and she goes, oh, so you didn't get hit too hard. I'm like, yeah. And Dale cuts in, and this is where he says, I'm exaggerating, but I swear to you, he goes, nah, I hit her pretty hard. Now, he says he didn't say it that nonchalantly. He was like, I wanted to make it clear to the nurse that, like, you were injured.
You were hurt.
You were hurt.
Trying to give you the care you needed.
I injured you. And I was like, no, you said it like you're like, yeah, I hit her pretty hard, you know. So we're like joking and da da da.
The truth is somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. And so we go back and they do a CAT scan. And we're waiting and we're waiting. And I'm seeing the like doctor that was seeing me walk by my room quite often. And all of a sudden this woman walks in and she's in full scrubs. And she's like, hi, I'm Dr. Whatever. I'm the head of neurosurgery here at Rush Hospital. And I'm like, I have a brain tumor. Why is this woman here? I'm dying. Like, what the fuck? Or like, I need surgery. Like, they're about to tell me I'm going to be rushed into surgery. And this is not an exaggeration. She comes in, she goes, you know, tell me what happened. We go through the story, we explain the symptoms, and she looks at me and she goes, well, we got your results back. Everything looks fine. That's how long of a pause there was between we had your results and you're fine.
Okay.
So like,
thanks for that.
Way too long. And so she's like, you have a concussion. That's what's causing this. Da 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 da. And we're like, well, what about like the time blackouts? And I think Dale goes, so the blackouts are from the that can be a symptom of concussion. She goes, no. And he's like, so why is she having? She goes, it can sometimes be, but it's not typically. And we're like,
where's the bedside
what
manner?
What is happening? Why is this woman and like, so we are convinced that this woman, they were like, all right, ma'am, like, you're terrible at giving news.
You just have to practice.
You have to practice. Go tell this girl she has a concussion. Like, you can't.
But she's fine.
You can't fuck it up.
Yeah. And she did.
And she did. And so, like, we're just, like, panicking, right? Again, I'm thinking I'm going to have neurosurgery.
Dale thinks he's going to jail.
Dale thinks he's going to jail. Like, I think I have a brain tumor. Right. And so that's the story that I tell quite often because it's funny. It's like a good icebreaker. Nothing bad actually happens.
I'm so afraid of breaking my nose.
Well, that would have been my 4th time breaking it.
I know. That's so crazy. It's
not
like
fun.
I know. I've heard it's super painful. I've heard it's awful.
It's awful.
I like my nose. I don't want to have to.
I know.
You know.
Surgery is awful.
I got that bad boy fixed.
Yeah. No, I mean, good for you. Looks great.
Yeah, thank you.
Same. I swam into the side of a pool and I walked off a top bunk and slammed my face into the ground and I couldn't breathe.
Tennis racket, the ground, the car door thing, like the back hatch, and then Dale.
Oh,
Dale was the last thing that did
Dale was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Nose.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and I got hit in the face with a softball. That was the 3rd time, yeah.
Oh.
Not good.
That was honestly like one of the reasons I wasn't good at softball. I was so afraid of getting hit in the face, which is so weird. Like I did other activities that were like equally
put your face at risk.
Well, I did like
A ball to the
diving
face
and stuff
sport.
like that. You know, I mean, you could easily like I don't know, that could go wrong, but just ball to the face just felt
scary. Yeah. Now I'm really worried about it because obviously I'm post rhinoplasty, so I'm like,
You know how much it sucks. I don't want to do that again.
No, you guys made me scared.
I had a great nose job experience.
No, I know, but just like the pain and the duration and like it seems painful.
So that's a story that is just one of our like funny little stories that I always like to share, just mostly to embarrass Dale, but it's just like lighthearted and funny. And so there was an evening where we were meeting up with some friends and one of the friends was bringing a new girlfriend around and we had not met her before. We went out and it was like a good night and we're like getting a little sloshed and I'm telling this story and we're all laughing. Ha 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 ha. And sorry. And I talk about like Dale breaking my nose during sex, right? And she starts like kind of giggling and giggling. And we're like, oh, she's like,
Like a little too much?
yeah, just like a little too
Got
much.
something to share?
And we're like, oh, like what? What did she's like, oh, like he broke something of mine during sex too. And we're like, oh, what? Right?
Ugh.
Like curious and like thinking it's going to be a normal thing. I mean, I guess there is no normal thing to break, but what I was not expecting was for her to say my hymen.
We're like fully old at this point.
Oh, I was 24.
Like, girl,
Like,
some things you
girl.
gotta keep to yourself.
Girl.
That is not the same. That is not the same. No one asked.
No one
wanted
asked.
to know.
No
Like,
one needed to know that. And he's like immediately like embarrassed.
Ew.
And like, and him and Dale like leave to go get drinks at the bar. And she takes my hand. Take my hand.
Oh God. Who am I? Am I you?
No, I'm me.
Okay, so I'm.
Yeah. And she goes, I hope you don't judge me. He's just a really good guy, and I think that he's the one. And I was like, I just told you.
You're like, oh, I'm judging you for so many reasons.
Right. Like, it's not about you losing your virginity.
It's not about being a normal sexually active adult. Like,
No, I'm judging you for a lot of other things. But yeah, like she was like, I don't. And I was like, do you think like Dale took my
stop you.
Well, that's obviously not true.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we just went through this bracket.
Obviously. Also, do you guys watch Always Sunny?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gail the snail, when she's like, he's my boyfriend. And she's like, you are supposed to be sexually active, Gail. You're 33 years old.
Yeah.
Well, you can't be that pissed. I mean, this is what you get for telling that story to strangers.
I mean, yeah, you did tell that story to a stranger. And
My story was
no,
funny, okay?
I mean, I don't know that I would have expected anyone to share a story that she shared. I certainly wouldn't want
Not
anyone
to people she's never met.
Also, like, why is that a story? That's just like a thing that happened to you that like you don't need to
I also
share with
just,
people.
like I'm telling a story about like a silly little
a
like
funny thing that happened,
like a silly romp, but that's not what's funny about it. What's funny about it is like the hospital part of it, right?
That you got your nose broken.
That I got my nose broken. Not that I like lost my virginity in my mid-20s.
Oh.
Not that there's anything wrong with that,
No,
ladies.
like people should do what
Or
they
men.
want. Yeah, like people should do whatever they want, whoever you want. Don't hold my hand across the table after sharing that story and ask me for forgiveness. That's
Correct.
That's the problem I
am
have.
the wrong person.
Yeah, and like I don't care what you do, but like again, don't hold my hand across the table and ask if that's okay. Like, yes, but what's not okay is this interaction.
Yeah, she ended up being weird in general.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah, that girl's kind of weird. You don't say.
They're not together anymore.
Well, good for them both.
So that was not my feral behavior. I think where the feral behavior comes is telling someone that your hymen was ruptured
Ew, I hate that word.
to someone that you'd never met before
No.
that day.
I'm going to push back. I'm going to say the feral behavior was your story. No, and not good feral.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's funny. It's silly. It's like you're doing stuff that feral animals do. And so like I feel
That's
like
right. We're
it's
a
like,
sex positive podcast.
we are a sex positive podcast. You should do whatever you want consensually. But I feel like, yeah, that's like good feral. She's like the anti-feral, like telling that story, then like apologizing and all the weird like guilt and shame, but sharing that with the strangers. Like, again, like do whatever you want, but like not like this.
No, not like this.
Mm-mm.
It was uncomfy.
I'm uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable thinking and talking about it. And I already knew this story.
That means that she was judging you. If she was,
That's how I felt too. It was like kind of this like weird way to be like, oh, you slut.
because her asking for your forgiveness means that she needs to forgive you in some horrible, weird way.
Yeah, the whole thing was
It's
just
not right.
It was just
It
the
ain't
whole
right.
thing.
It ain't right.
The whole thing was weird. But yeah, it's just one of those things that like it's always a crapshoot what response I get with some of these stories.
It's a risk.
It's a risk.
Yeah.
But I never anticipated that. That was something I never fucking anticipated.
Yikes. On that note,
Trash or treasure?
treasure. What do we got?
I have some treasure that I want to share.
Go for it.
I watched the Apple Cider Vinegar
I watched that
show.
too.
Yeah. It's on Netflix? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on Netflix.
Is it a cooking show?
Maybe Hulu.
So, Rabid Rundown then for Blaze?
I would like a Rabid rundown because I've never heard of this.
Well, let me pull out my timer. All right, Rabid Rundown, Apple Cider Vinegar, your time starts now.
Okay, it is a fictionalization, but based on a true story about she started out as a blogger in Australia, like a healthcare blog, not a healthcare blogger, but she came out as like, I have brain cancer and I'm healing myself naturally through like nutrition. So she started like very early on Instagram, and she like did recipes and all that stuff, and her Instagram popularity got really big. She got really popular in the cancer community as a whole, and she ended up putting out a cookbook, blah, blah, blah. So the story itself follows that, but there's also some tertiary characters about like the impact and and another like wellness advisor that also kind of like, she actually has cancer
15
and how
seconds.
she's healing herself. 15 seconds left?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. So essentially she's lying about having brain cancer.
Yeah, it's all a lie.
It's all a lie. There's nothing wrong with her. She can't like, and it basically it all tumbles down, and the show talks about that and the relationships that it
2,
affects.
1.
Done.
Great job.
Thank you.
I'm surprised. If you didn't have those cues, I know you would have talked for like 3 minutes.
Absolutely.
At least you understood the cues I didn't before.
Thank you.
And I got in trouble.
She did.
I'm not saying anything
Yeah.
more.
So did you like it?
Yeah, I did like it. I mean, it's a downer.
It's a downer for sure. It's like a big bummer. The one thing I will say is I think it did a good job of not villainizing like the holistic approach to cancer, but not over villainizing chemotherapy and like traditional medicine either.
I actually think that the best thing that the show did, like I thought, because like a lot of people, like you hear this and to me it sounds like unfathomable. Like if I received a cancer diagnosis, I would like to think that I would be like, all right, like I'm, you know, what the doctors tell me, like that's what I'm doing, like chemo, whatever. And right now me, like I cannot envision another world. Like I was raised that way too. Like my family, like you go to the doctor, like when the doctor tells you have cancer, there's not an alternative plan. Like unless you're maybe really old and super sick and like there's no, you know, you have like a month no matter what. But that is very much like in my like world. And so to me, this holistic stuff, like I don't even want to give it too much credit because a lot of it is just complete bullshit. And all of that, like it feels like bullshit to me. Like it sounds like bullshit. It makes me like frustrated thinking about all the people who get like sucked into it. And I couldn't understand how anybody, and people in my life have, you know, dealt with cancer. So like to me, that felt so far away and unfathomable. And I never understood how someone could go down that rabbit hole. But I do think this show did a very good job of all the emotions around that and showing like how
somebody gets there.
Yeah, how somebody could want to go down that road because like the doctors are so direct and matter of fact, which like I appreciate that. Like I want to be talked to really directly and I want to be told things really straight. But I can see if you're really scared and you're really nervous and you're wondering if there's alternatives and like no one's talking to you
or like in addition to
or someone is dismissing that out. Like I think they did a really good job of showing how the person with cancer would feel in those situations. And like they made me understand like how someone could conceivably
get there.
Pursue that and get there.
Yeah, I would agree
because
with that.
to me, like going into that, I was like, I don't even think I'm gonna like this because I like can't. I mean, one, I have no idea how someone lies about that. That's so crazy and psychopathic. And then two, like I don't understand how someone who has access to care is rejecting that care. Like it just like couldn't compute in my mind. And I feel like watching this show, they did a really good job with the emotions around it and showing you how someone would feel and how their feelings could drive them towards the less scary, but you know, life-saving decision.
And you also have to consider like this woman was claiming that her like diet was curing
cancer.
Like curing cancer.
Yeah, I'm talking about the woman who actually had cancer who was in the doctor's office.
Oh yeah, she was like a culmination of a few different influencers.
What was the cure that was it just the apple cider vinegar?
So apple cider vinegar was kind of I would say like a misnomer. I think it was just meant to be like sort of
reflective of like
health, like holistic
healthcare.
But really so one of the influencers that was featured on the show that was not lying about having cancer did this like, so it's based off of a real like,
I know that
protocol.
place,
yeah. And it's like if like you starve your cancer. Like if you starve yourself, you'll starve the cancer.
Which that's not true. That's what the saying
it's
is.
It's like a juicing protocol, essentially, that this other influencer was on.
Yeah, she was like, my enemas and juice will cure my cancer.
Yeah, coffee enemas, too.
Oh, yeah. It will if you don't have it.
Yeah, if you don't have cancer, I guess this will
That'll cure
rid of
it.
everything. Like, yeah. It'll cure the cancer you don't have.
Fucking piece of shit.
Jesus.
It's just a really good watch. It's a quick watch. I felt like it was really easy to get through.
I watched it fast. Yeah, there's a lot of episodes, but I feel like I like flew through.
We know where she's going.
Well, she got
No comment.
So she does get into some legal trouble because her like whole pantry, which is what it was called, corporation, said it was donating money to charity and like was raising funds for charity, and none of that money made it to the charities, nor were they registered as a charitable organization. So they got her legally with that type of stuff.
Good.
So
Whatever it takes.
she did end up having like a lot of like financial repercussions as far as I know.
Yeah, because you can just kind of lie on the internet.
Yes, you
Shocking.
can. We don't do that. That's not us. We're too honest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if anything, we have the opposite problem. We should be less
Correct.
honest on this podcast.
Correct.
Listen to that story you just told.
That's not even my worst one. Yeah.
No,
Not even close.
certainly no. I mean, same. There's a reason I'm not sharing my stories. Mr. Panda Esquire will be in touch soon.
Yeah. So Blaze, what was your trash or treasure?
So I have some trash. Has anyone heard of they're calling it a 7-part series of the Hailey Bieber, like 7-part series of how she is a fucking stalker?
No, what?
No.
Because you guys aren't on TikTok.
No,
okay.
not like that.
I mean, I've heard like some of the newer stuff with Selena's new song. Is that related to this?
Well, not really. This is
Okay.
like her backstory, basically.
Teach me, Blaze.
So it's a short YouTube video, but they're calling it a 7-part series because it's in 7 parts on TikTok, and that's where it's like gotten some steam. It's basically about how Hailey Bieber is a fucking stalker from day one, and I have notes because there's so much shit that they reveal.
Before you dive in, can I just say something?
Yeah,
I don't know really a lot about Hailey Bieber. I mean, beautiful girl.
you will.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna learn.
You're
I
gonna
didn't
learn.
either.
I just feel like we have to remember she is like a homeschooled ballet horse girl. So we have to, whatever you're about to say, I just feel like that is a recipe for weird.
And a Nepo baby. I mean,
Yeah, a homeschooled horse girl ballerina with a ton of money. Like that is just a combo for, I don't know what you're going to tell me. I'm excited to learn.
Yeah.
But it's just a very volatile combination. And it could go a lot of very chaotic ways, I think. Sorry, please continue, Blaze. I'm really excited to learn.
okay, so it's just a video on her backstory and how she stalked her way into Justin's life. And there's normally like, you don't know what to believe on the internet, okay? But
Right.
there is far too much evidence. It is not meant to be unbelieved. There is evidence. There's too much. So she's always said that she wasn't a Justin Bieber fan like before they met. Okay, that's like her thing. Like, oh my god, I like didn't know he was. Like, didn't know his music.
Yeah, that's not true.
No, it ain't. They met when she was like 12 or 13.
Yeah, there's like a video of it, right?
there's a video of their meeting because her
Right.
dad, Steven,
Right.
was like, here's my daughter, like, hello, meet her. And like, he was kind of weird, like trying to like scoot her along, with his connections to be like, meet my daughter, meet my daughter. He wasn't innocent.
And she's like tweeted about how much she liked him, hasn't she? Like, I feel like that was a thing.
So many tweets. We
Okay.
will get
Oh, okay,
there.
sorry.
So basically, she starts stalking this man. Every press conference, anything, she's in the fucking background.
I guess if you don't have to be at school and you have all the money in the world, you can go.
Yeah,
Wait, like legit, like is it like fuzzy, like her in the background?
No,
or
it is her in the background, on the red carpet in the background because she's like a Nepo baby, She's on the red carpet. Some of these she's in like the
it's
crowd
like, they're
of people
like
and she is there.
verified sightings.
Yes, this is her. So she starts like stalking him. She starts going on all these accounts, like these super fan accounts. And she befriends this one girl who is like, it's like your dream job, basically. She is like a super fan, but it just means like an insane stalker. Like Hailey's like messaging her, like, where's Justin staying? Like, where's his location? Like, is he at this hotel? And he's at this hotel. Okay. So she would like go to hotels that he was staying at and she would like eat dinner at the Nobu in the hotel and basically stalking this like fan page to get his location and just bump into him at any moment she can. And the girl that ran this account, she's like, yeah, it was crazy. Like, I was a super fan, and she was messaging me all the time for his location. It was nuts.
Oh, so that girl like
that
talks.
girl's in the video.
Does
being,
she have
The
messages?
documentary.
Yeah, she has all the messages.
Do we see them?
Yeah, they pull them up. Again, even if this is fake, the photos are not. And even at the end, the fan account girl was like, you know what? You got to give her credit.
Dude, yes.
She had a plan and she
That's right.
succeeded.
It was a 10-year plan of stalking. So she's stalking his life, basically, trying to run into him at any point she can. She's in like a fan video that this girl made. She's like, did one of the, when like fan video, like Vine and stuff like that was popular. She was in the fan video, but didn't like his music. And then she befriends the Jenners. Okay. And that was her in. That was her direct line to Justin because they were like close, whatever.
Yeah.
So she's friends with them. They get her in. And then there's like a point where there's video evidence of like them going on a date and her not leaving till the next day. And he's still like on and off with Selena at this point. But after they like start dating, because it was like back and forth between them. she starts copying Selena.
Right, I've seen this.
Wait, I haven't seen this.
Photos, videos, interviews,
Cooking
verbatim.
Like
She
clothes? Like
clothes, same outfit,
behaviors.
same pose, same facial expression. Like there's countless photos of her copying her to a T.
Yeah.
This is like
That
I
I
live
knew
for
about.
random celebrity stuff. I want to watch this so badly. I can't wait to.
Can we watch it tonight?
Yeah, let's do one of our feral trash night
Items,
sagas.
yes. How long is the video?
I don't know, like 20 minutes. It's not very long. So she's copying outfits, poses, facial expressions. She gets the same tattoo of a G behind her ear.
That I knew about, yeah.
The same ear, the same G.
Right. Because
Wait, a G?
Selena's was for her sister?
I don't remember what it was for, but then Hailey was like, oh, it's for my pastor's daughter or
Yes,
something
her pastor's
stupid.
daughter.
Yeah, insane.
And are they like? I assume the pastor's daughter and her are not like best friends, and there's a matching.
She's like a
tattoo.
baby.
no
Ew,
fucking idea.
that's
no
weird.
fucking idea.
No, the pastor's daughter. She's like the godmother,
Yeah.
Oh, okay, but like,
I think.
She gets a J tattoo on her ring finger. It is identical to a ring Selena had of a J. Oh, yeah. Interview quotes. She has been seen quoting the same verbatim shit that Selena has said in her interviews. Even ones that were really hard to find, that she had to have dug to find,
Again,
that
if you're
she
not-
was copying.
if you're not really going to school and you have all the money in the world, like,
All the time in the world to be a stalker. Yeah, I mean, why not? And then there's the bullying, which I'm sure everyone's heard of, but she plausibly denies.
I don't know a lot about that. I just remember like that being a thing. Like she was like a bully on the internet, but I don't really know like what that was.
It
or
was
if
a
that
lot of
was
cyberbullying.
real.
It started with Twitter. It started with like her retweeting stuff that was like, you know, negative towards Selena.
Oh, weird.
And then she would make like response videos. Like Selena would post something and they would post like a song like, you know, something to attack her with the lyrics. And they were like, oh my God, like it was just a popular song. Like that's not the reason. Like plausible deniability.
especially because like Justin and Selena for a while were like doing songs about each other back and forth. Like
They still are.
Yeah.
to this day.
so that's like, why do you even have to like intervene? Like they're doing it. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway.
It would be like Selena being open about something and then she'd be like, like, you know, you want attention or something. It was very clearly like a diss towards her. And she'd be like, oh my God, no, it was just like popular.
Weird.
It was a trend. So she starts bullying. Like he was seen with Halsey at one point and there's a video of her, you know, in a car and the song of Halsey's song would play and she was like, change the song. Can you change the song? Like insane shit. Anyway, that's all I wrote. The video is great. And I don't know how Justin would see this. And, like, how could he be around this girl? I don't know.
His brain
I don't
is so broken, I think, from like fame and just everything, like so young. I think he's got his own shit he's dealing with. And
Yeah.
also, if she's like super young and like malleable to what he wants, you know what I mean? Like, if this is all like accurate, like, she wants to be
His wife.
what he wants.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, if he's bothered by something, I mean, she could just stop doing it for a minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's only truly loved Selena. And so she's trying to be her, basically. And there's a lot more that I didn't cover, but
Oh, I can't wait to watch this. Thank you.
it
Thank
is
you.
so bad. And I fear for Justin. I'm like, and again, I don't know if he was a great person in this relationship either, but he's been through a lot of shit. I know that. But her dad is like in the media recently being like, pray for Hailey and Justin. I'm like, you fucking troll. Like,
For what?
I don't know. They're going through it.
What do they need prayers for?
Oh, is it because Selena's engaged and Justin's like freaking out about it?
Well, Selena's new album came out. So Hailey's been posting like weird shit and so is Justin. Because, you know, they can't have Selena like having any spotlight without them being like,
That's the weirdest thing to me. Like,
Get over it.
Yeah, like I love her in Betty Blanco. I know people.
Same. Oh, I'm obsessed
She's
with
so
it.
cute. Like she
he loves her.
Every woman needs a man that's obsessed with her.
absolutely he adores her, and like the way he talks about her in interviews, like the way she talks about him, like it just feels like she found just like
Comfort.
What she deserves.
yeah, a wonderful like. He seems so like level and supportive and like doting, and like
He's
that's what
also
she needs. Like
A celebrity in his own right.
yeah, exactly. Producer, chef, mega stoner. Like that is what someone like her needs. Like I feel like they're the cutest.
Yeah,
and like
I'm a
their
fan.
recent what was the event they went to together? She had this like whole Cinderella moment and he kind of like matched her and I was like what a man. Like of course. Like I think they're the cutest. I think they're the cutest and I love that she found like true love and happiness. Anyway, sorry, back to the album, which I also think is a bop.
I've heard a couple songs. They're really good. It's got like a little like indie, like Taylor Swift energy a little bit and like moody. It's so good.
Okay, I have not listened to it yet.
Oh, I think you would like it. I really enjoy it.
So Justin and Hailey are freaking out in the media, you know, being all cagey. And they're just like, they're never going to get over it because Hailey's trying to beat Selena. She never will. Justin has been through a lot and needs severe help.
Yeah.
And he's married to a stalker. You know, kudos to her. I don't know. I mean, that was the long game that she played. 10 years she stalked this man relentlessly and she got what she wanted. I mean, even the crazy girl at the end was like, you know what? You got to give her credit.
Yeah, but you know what? I'll say this. She didn't get what she wanted
No.
because he's not in love with her. Well, I mean, I say that as a generalization.
we know nothing.
We know nothing.
I don't know how you could be in love with someone who there is evidence that they stalked you and are trying to be your ex-lover.
Yeah, that's fucked.
That is
can't.
wild. Again, let this be a lesson. Some people have too much money and you should send your kids to school. Like, because the combination of unlimited resources and never being at school is a bad one.
And I think they're at church a lot. Like,
Well, they were part of
Mega
that pastor
churches.
documentary that I watched.
Hillsong. Yeah, they went
Yeah.
to Hillsong.
yeah,
And
not good.
like, mega churches are not my vibe. If that's your thing, that's totally fine. But like that pastor, like I was watching that documentary and I was just like, this is like not for me. Like if this man in like these ripped jeans and $2,000 sneakers was like, yo, like you want to come and like learn about God? Like you're a whore, by the way.
And give me money.
Yeah, and like I'll take your money. I feel like this is not for me. Like I don't know. Like to each their own, I suppose. But yeah, what a vibe.
Long story short, don't be a fucking stalker. It's not cute. Be your own self.
I loved her wedding dress and I loved her veil.
It was pretty fabulous.
Damn, the till death. Like, she meant it.
She meant it, yeah.
I can't wait to dive into this. I'm
Yeah,
so
I kind of want, like, I
excited.
mean, I know we have like other segments, but fuck, like, let's wrap this up.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Wow.
Thank you, Blaze.
Thank you. Good trash and treasure.
Trash and treasure.
Do you have any, Kate?
Oh, yeah. So I do have a treasure. I am reading Never Whistle at Night.
Ooh.
And it is so the subheader is like an Indigenous dark fiction anthology. And it's a collection of short stories by Indigenous authors all across, what is now the US. And they're all like very dark and like haunting. And in many, there's like a lot of tradition, but in some, it's like totally modern and like a horror story with like
Goth.
really interesting undertones and context. It's so good. It's one of the best things I've read in a while. And I know I just said that about Angela Carter's.
Well, you're getting out of your rut.
I'm getting out of my rut, and I love short stories. I'm realizing like I love a really dark short story, and especially if I have a book full of them, like this is my dream. Like
Yeah.
I just need more of these, and this one is really good. I'll bring it next week and I can talk a little bit more about like the best ones. And there's some that I think like each of you would really like. And I feel that way about the last collection I read as well. But yeah, I'm back in my fiction era and I'm very happy to be out of my rut. And like, again, these stories are so good. These authors are so interesting. And like the writing has been so good so far. Like even if they're really different from one another, all of them are such excellent writers. And the last one obviously was all one author. And they're all really good and really cool, but it's really cool to read a collection of different authors, but with the same, again, like current. I'm loving it. I can't wait to talk more about it and read more of the stories. I'm out of my rut and into my spooky goth era.
Good for
Goth
you.
summer.
Or spooky goth summer.
Spooky goth summer.
A dream.
Yep.
Let's go.
Ah.
So that is my treasure, literary treasure.
Well, speaking of literary treasure, Blaze.
Oh, speaking of dark fiction.
I said I would share it. I did. So, okay. Speaking of horrible shit,
Back to Blaze's dreams. We haven't
Oh
done one of
my
these in a
God.
while.
This is a good dumpster dive.
we're going back to a dumpster dive, folks. It feels like it's been a while. I haven't shared dreams since the Furby Burlesque drag show.
That's
I don't
right.
think.
Oh, what a good one. Showed us a lot about ourselves.
You know, I'm going to get my hat for this one.
Yeah, you should.
That's a good energy.
Here I am.
The jester's back to entertain us.
Hello. Here I am.
Hello, here I am. I am here.
Okay, well, speaking of crazy fucking shit and horrible shit, I had a very unfortunate dream about Brianna's ex-boyfriend, E4. And since we've all met E4 now, I thought this was a fitting time to share this. And if any of you report me to any authorities after I read this, Fuck you.
Can I just say something before you jump in?
Sure can.
I think I said horror, and you said that was a good transition. You were like, speaking of horrible and crazy shit. Like, I was not saying nothing. I was talking about things I enjoyed. I wouldn't say
You're going to enjoy this dream.
No, I know,
That's
but
right.
I was like, it's stories of horror. And she's like, speaking of crazy and horrible shit. No, again, like, I loved this book. I'm loving these stories. Like,
I latched onto one word and I just went with
you launched on one word and then dove all the way down. Anyway, I just wanted to clear that up.
Sorry.
Take us away.
Her stories are not horrible and horrible. Horrible and horrible?
No, none of these stories have been horrible, nor would I call any of them crazy shit. But anyway.
I'm sorry, Kate. Once again, I'm going to take more of this tequila because
I'll join ya.
this is probably one of the worst dreams I've ever had.
Take us away. Off we go.
Are we still recording?
Yep.
Okay.
She doesn't want to do it twice.
No.
Cowboy, take us away.
This is going to be really hard for me.
Chester, take us away.
Fuck. Okay. Here I go. So in this dream, I unfortunately dreamt that E4 and I were parents to a child whose spirit was inside of one of those plastic coils that you attach to rings to get them to stop spinning around. I was putting CoilBaby to sleep in what looked like an old prescription bottle full of water. CoilBaby was splashing around in the water, having a blast, and all of a sudden, it stopped moving. The prescription bottle turned a different color, like a mood ring. That meant the water turned poisonous. I took CoilBaby out and rinsed it off and yelled at E4 that we have to go to the hospital immediately. He could not give two shits and seemed to be actually kind of excited that he no longer had to take care of CoilBaby.
Wow. This is a sci-fi movie.
I was freaking the fuck out and for some reason I wasn't able to leave the house unless he allowed it.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Hate that.
Didn't want the world to know about CoilBaby.
No. Sounds like some of those other menaces.
He made us watch a TV show before we could leave and save CoilBaby's life.
What TV show?
Yeah, important.
I don't know. And then I woke up. WTF.
I love that you call it CoilBaby. It's my favorite part.
I also love, so when you first hear it, it's like the soul of the baby is trapped in the coil.
Yeah, just the soul. Right. I don't know where the
But
body
then
was.
later the coil becomes sentient. And there's like bopping around
It's
in
a
the back.
sci-fi movie, and the one in the prescription bottle, like the color of the water changes because now it's
He's
like
splashing around.
It goes from like an idea to sentient to evil. It's
To
like
evil,
a sci-fi
yeah.
movie.
It's poisoned.
No, we should write this.
Please don't.
Trademark CoilBaby.
No.
Mr. Panda Esquire can advise us on this. This is his line of work. So don't get any ideas, listeners. CoilBaby is ours.
Question. Do you have one of those things?
A CoilBaby?
Yes.
Okay.
A CoilBaby? No, I have a ring coil. I don't think it's sentient and swimming currently.
So I've got lots of prescription bottles.
Right. Have you put it in a prescription bottle yet?
No! My brain took a few little things. We had been talking about him that evening. My brain took some things and my ring, and I had just gotten the coil and prescriptions. Maybe I just refilled my ADHD prescription. I don't know. But it took all these little tiny little pieces of things we've spoken about in the day and
Okay, no, Feral Trash Night. What we're doing, we're putting on the Hailey Bieber YouTube saga, and
I'm going to prison.
and we are putting your ring coil in a prescription bottle
Full of
with
water.
some liquid, and we are going to follow it closely and see what happens.
Fuck.
It starts splashing. Ah!
Feral Trash Coil.
Feral trash.
We'll recreate it.
Wait, can we brand the CoilBabies?
CoilBaby? Yeah, TM. Trademark. CoilBaby.
Part of our merch is coils.
It's just like springs. You guys stay tuned for merch updates. No sweatshirts or t-shirts yet, but we might have something exciting for you.
You need a sentient ring coil? Here you go. It can swim.
Okay, but wait.
Can splash.
It can also die, so be careful.
This is fucked up. So
Everything is fucked up.
Gillian bought this CoilBaby, actually, is really the only way. It's like this little, it's like a spring, but it's got a head.
A slinky?
No,
Oh, Jack
and
in the
feet.
Box.
No, it's like a separate little like thing.
So it's like a slinky with feet and a head?
Yes.
and that's all it is. But Slinky's like go downstairs. This thing just like bounces.
I hate it.
I'm really
I hate it
confused
already.
and creeped
hold
out.
on. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. Oh, because we could buy those and brand them.
The world's our oyster. CoilBaby TM.
We ask AI to make E4 and if we had a baby, to merge our photos together. And that's what we put on the face of this coil baby.
No, this is guys, limited edition merch.
And now you're going to jail.
Now I need to go to the mental institution with the grippy socks.
Grippy sock vacation? I think I actually might. Oh no, I'm not wearing them now. I almost wore grippy socks here.
Guys, I cannot find my flesh-colored
Toe
Pilates,
socks?
my flesh-colored
I have that
toe
photo
socks.
of you holding your feet together with those socks. I have it. I will find it.
They were on sale and I don't regret them, but I lost one of them and I'm really upset about it.
So scary.
I'm not upset about it.
I think there's a reason they were on sale and no one wanted to buy them.
Yeah, because they were flesh-colored.
Yeah, they're
Anyways,
really creepy.
dream analysis. Kate, please help me. What is this? What does it say about me?
No, you're obviously afraid of getting pregnant. Like, to me, having in a dream, like I'm guessing here, like I'm unlicensed, unregistered, unprofessional, like
You're a coach.
unhelpful.
A dream coach.
A
It's okay.
dream coach.
I accept.
No, but to me, like that's what that means, right? Like you're having a baby with someone you don't want to have a baby with. You're terrified of like the baby thrashing around. Like,
I'm a teen.
yeah, and
I knew him
you're-
as a
You're
teen.
You're unprepared. Like to me, terrified of pregnancy is what that's. I mean, I heard that dream and I'm scared of getting pregnant. Like that's not like a critique of you or like where you're at in life or like whatever. I'm sure if you were pregnant now, you'd be a stellar mom, and I am excited to be an auntie again.
I don't know.
But,
Mine
like,
drowned.
Yeah, I just no. I mean,
The
you
spirit. Where was its
you,
body?
You were determined to help CoilBaby. You were trying to go to the hospital to care for
But
CoilBaby. Like
E4 was the problem.
you had CoilBaby's best interest at heart, but you were very nervous. Like to me, that is what I would conjecture from this dream. Like fear of birthing a CoilBaby, fear of pregnancy, and that it might turn out in some sort of weird sentient coil scenario. Like it's not. Again, I'm sure you would thrive pregnant, but to me,
Not with a coil baby, though.
No.
Not with E4. I think most of this analysis is pretty good.
yeah, no, it just seems like fear of like
Fear of
parenting
being a teen
coil
mom,
baby. Yeah, fear
which
of being a
is
teen mom, which
hilarious.
is a really reasonable fear.
Because I'm 34 years old. I am way past a teen mom.
No, you should be congratulating yourself because you escaped teen pregnancy and 20s pregnancy.
Yeah, dude.
You're
And
a
I've never
champion.
been with E4. I would like to make that clear.
Also that.
Wow, so I've got 2 dings against me. I had a child in my 20s and dated E4.
Teen mom, child bride.
Woof. I was a child bride, mid-20 bride. Woof.
You were early 20s, weren't you 24?
I was 25.
Before your brain developed? Ooh.
You rolled the dice.
I had barely turned 24 when I got proposed to, which is
Brain not developed.
crazy.
Developed to
Dangerous.
25 listeners. That's what the recent science found out. And when they're ADHD, later.
Oh, wow. You lucked out. Yeah.
You really rolled the dice, and the dice were on your favor.
Could you imagine if we got married at 24?
We know who I was dating.
You know who I was dating.
Anyways, This was insane, and I shared it, and I hope that nobody reports me. I don't want to go to a grippy sock vacation as I'm sitting here.
Okay,
That was a bad choice.
if you're having a grippy sock vacation, like I'm coming with you.
I'm gonna come too.
And we're all
Ladies.
going all inclusive.
Something feral hits up the insane asylum. Live podcast.
It's only a matter of time.
We'll
We're
live
going
stream.
on an all-inclusive trip. Our drinks are provided, our meals are provided, our medication
We
is
even
provided.
get matching outfits.
We get matching outfits on our trip. Follow along for more info
We get
and
our own
vibes.
private doctors.
Oh my gosh, a wellness retreat.
And we promise we won't throw our feces at you.
No, because we don't do that. I've never done that.
I might do other things, but not that.
I've only shit in a lake.
only in
Brianna might
lakes.
throw her feces at you. Kate and I won't.
No, because I've never done that before.
Pooped.
Correct. Unfamiliar. Don't know. Don't know about it. Not something I do.
Feral trash night.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting.
Anyway, I think I know what we're doing.
We're obviously watching that Hailey Bieber saga again.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll fill in the blanks on anything I missed because I was aghast.
This is like the kind of thing I need. Just like harmless. I mean, not, it doesn't sound very harmless.
Harmless
Sorry.
to us. Sorry,
Harmless-
Justin.
Sorry to Selena.
Fuck you, Hailey Bieber. Ooh, she's suing people. Sorry. No. Not fuck you. Only if it's true. It is true. But I don't know what to
dozens
say.
of listeners will back us up.
Haley, if you see this, no, you didn't.
Which you for sure are.
Honestly, with her level of commitment, maybe.
Maybe.
That is an excellent point.
We do send out a transcript with our recordings. She could could be Googling, you know, these fucking bitches on something feral. Fuck you.
No, I love that. For
Honestly,
us.
think of the press for us.
Yeah.
Think of
Retweet
the
us.
press.
We don't have Twitter, but repost. I don't know.
She's on Instagram.
Yeah, she is.
Kinda.
Yeah, she is.
Very much so.
Very much so. What are we eating?
Well, I brought a salad. Maverick
You
made
brought
me
a salad?
Maverick made me a salad to take with. Okay, there is something I have to say, and I know, like, you've had to cut shit before from me talking about how much I love my boyfriend because, like, that's whack content and, like, fair. I get it. But I just have to say, after the March Menace bullshit and someone I am affiliated with
Has a
taking
man
the
ever
title-
made you a salad?
Oh, no, that's not what I was going to say. Like, I'm like, can you believe? No, I mean, it was really thoughtful and sweet of him because, of course, he does that because he's an angel. But, like, I also need, if there's any girlies listening who are dating a trash menace, like, the other day, Maverick was running errands and picked up my favorite skincare product and ice cream for me. I did not ask for either of these things, by the
And
way.
he
Like,
knew what both were?
yes. He bought me my favorite skincare and an
Strivectin?
ice cream and just, like, surprised me with them both.
What was the skincare product?
Strivectin.
I just said Strivectin?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't hear you. Yeah. My favorite Strivectin.
Like, so an expensive skincare
And that
product.
is
Not the
niche.
point.
They have it at Costco. Did he get it at Costco?
I mean, yeah, of course. Like, I mean, like, obviously, he loves
I run into him
Costco.
all the time at Costco.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. He loves Costco, and they have it right now. But yeah, and again, like, I didn't ask him for either of these things. I wasn't being like, you know what I really need, but just, like, haven't gotten yet. You know, it was whatever. Like, he just came home and was like, oh, by the way, like, here you go. So thoughtful. And, like, if you had asked me before I met him, like, is there a man on planet Earth who would just, like, surprise you with your favorite skincare and ice cream? I'd be like,
No.
yeah, right. They're out there. They're out there. Like,
They are.
And I have
Dale gets me brown cows
is
from
that?
our favorite ice cream place, and it is root beer and ice cream blended together. So it's not a
Oh,
root beer float.
like a Boston cooler.
yes, but with root
Ooh,
beer.
I bet that's good.
It's called a brown cow at the at our favorite place, which I will not name.
Why? Shout out to a local treasure.
Oh yeah, that's true. Dairy Deluxe on Woodward.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. They're open. That's right.
Dude, they've been open since February 1st.
my gosh.
We have been there many times.
Yeah. Oh, you can get there easily.
Yeah. Too much information.
Sorry. I'm trying to be thoughtful.
No, Dairy Deluxe. I mean, I know there's like a ton of really wonderful little ice cream places in Metro Detroit. Like,
We'll shout out all of them.
we'll shout out all of them.
Local treasure.
But Dairy Deluxe with the brown cows.
Oh, good to know.
Oh, they're so good, dude.
That's so
they're
sweet.
so good. I love a brown cow.
Yeah, so if any of you listeners are dating a menace, if they identify with these menaces that we've identified, leave.
Girl, dump.
Again, we will break up with them for you.
Oh, yeah. As my good friend and I don't have a code name for her, but we picked up the phrase dump him hottie, actually talking about Selena Gomez. Because she had that song. It was like when Single Soon came out, that like boppy song of hers. And she was like, God damn, she looks so hot in that video. And I was like, she just had to like get rid of that, you know, relationship that was weighing her down, like dump him hottie. And so we just said dump him hottie all weekend. And relaying that to you listeners, if you're dating a menace, dump him hottie.
That's right.
And if you don't want to dump him, Hottie, we'll dump
We
him, Hottie.
will, with joy, pleasure, and like no ambiguity.
I haven't broken up with anybody in a minute, and it's like one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, you got to be itching to.
Oh, I've never been broken up with. I had one amicable breakup. The rest of them, I broke up with all of them.
Well, you only dated like 3 people, as you made very clear.
She doesn't have that
during-
many exes.
Yeah, she just like doesn't
just,
like
like,
date
doesn't
that
know that
many
many
guys.
people.
I just like met. I just like knew he was the
I
one.
was a virgin until I was 25.
You weren't.
Liar!
No, we're being honest on this pod. Too honest. No one asked about virginity, but I guess we're talking about that.
Yeah, liar.
I hate that word. I hate that construct.
Virginity.
Making your sexual debut. This is a
Okay.
feminist pro-sex podcast. I'll come up
Dinner.
with more.
Dinner.
I'll think of more.
Ladies, dinner.
I won't stop.
Dinner. So you're having a salad,
Salad
which is
that
where we
Maverick
started with
made
this.
me.
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm having a pre-made dinner that my husband made me.
So let me get this straight. I'm just unfed.
We have popcorn and
You have a DoorDash
water.
app. Popcorn is okay. Popcorn, not a meal.
It can be.
It's a meal if you have issues in a very large organ in one's
And
body.
we're not looking at anyone
a
in
very
particular.
important organ. Maybe you would say. I won't say which one.
We won't identify who could.
Oh no,
would-
no. We will not say.
No, this is a subtle group of gals, so I don't know what you mean.
You need more in your meals. More nutrients.
More popcorn. Got it. Yes, I will have 2 bags.
Nope.
I'll do it.
A good meal requires protein. I didn't say it. Protein and carbs. Fat. A little bit of fat.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
What do you think cheese is?
Oh, I love cheese.
Exactly.
That's where I get my fat.
Which you need.
And avocados.
And you need carbs. And you need sugar.
I eat all of those things
and you
now.
need protein.
I eat all of those things now.
None of which popcorn offer. It is not a meal. This is a health positive podcast. Eat the fat. Eat the sugar.
I do. I just mean if you're feeling indulgent and want to have a popcorn meal.
That's not indulgence.
That's a snack.
Depends how much popcorn
you know what else
you
is a
eat.
snack? Carrots and hummus, which you've claimed as a meal before.
Yeah,
and
if you pair
so
it with
have others.
popcorn, that's a meal.
No!
If you pair it with popcorn and cheese, it's like charcuterie.
I don't know what to do anymore.
I can't with you.
Okay, anyway, I eat 3 whole meals a day now.
No, I don't do that.
Some are lighter than others, and that's okay.
You know, you can fuck up your metabolism immensely by not eating enough
I
meals.
know all the stuff. Please.
Okay.
I know it all. I've done a lot of research against my will and also not. So I know all the rules.
Not eating enough is also bad.
I know.
Do you both? Brianna?
You're really looking at me and saying I don't eat enough?
Brianna, you just said you don't eat 3 meals a day.
That's because I eat 2 giant meals.
That's not the same.
I don't like breakfast.
Breakfast is the most
most
important meal of the day.
important-
I know, but like
Hey,
it just makes
I
me really
know.
nauseous.
I like breakfast.
If you get nauseous in the morning, you can eat carbs like a bagel.
Oatmeal.
It's not that bad. Because I get that way
mean,
too.
That's if I'm going to eat something for breakfast, it's usually like toast with some jelly or
Exactly.
like something like
You can put
like
cream cheese, it's
like
a
a
little bit of
Danish,
fat.
yeah.
Something to get you going. You gotta have something.
Yeah, I just don't love eating. Like if I'm gonna eat breakfast, I'm gonna eat like 2 to 3 hours after I wake up.
It's not good.
3 hours after you wake up. I guess what does your day look like? Are you getting up at like 5 and eating at 8?
Typically, I'm up at 7.
So you're eating at 10 for the first
Yeah.
time?
Ooh.
Oh.
I mean, it's been working for me for 35 years.
No, you gotta eat breakfast. You didn't eat breakfast as a kid?
Never.
Your parents didn't make you eat breakfast?
My mom doesn't eat breakfast either.
Okay, well, let's not.
I know, but
I
no.
don't think she's an example.
Yeah,
No.
like all the more reason you should eat breakfast.
Yeah, I just never been a big breakfast person.
You know what you should try? Try a little bit of toast, a little bit of cream cheese, avocado. You get all your fats. You get some carbs. I can't eat protein in the morning like eggs. If I eat it first thing in the morning, I get sick too.
Is that you?
Battery low. Calm down, bitch.
It's time.
Oh, not battery low. She died. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Well,
So you are going to need to charge that.
yeah, I guess I gotta plug her in.
Yeah. How's yours looking?
Dead. Unclear when it died. Probably a long time ago. Sorry.
Well,
we're
let's
trying
wrap it
something
up.
new. Building the plane as we're flying it.
That's right.
You know what? Honestly, we are doing just as good of a job as Boeing. So.
Fuck you. That's so rude.
What?
Their
We're
planes
doing
are crashing.
Better job.
Well, yeah, but
hell?
I'm saying they have like a whole ass company and the CEOs make a ton of money. So if they can do it, why can't we?
I don't want to kill people in the event of our podcast.
We're doing better than Boeing. No one has died from our podcast.
Actually, that's not true.
What? Someone died from our podcast?
CoilBaby.
The CoilBaby.
Life doesn't begin at conception for
Coilception.
CoilBaby. Is Coilception. We don't even know if that thing was
Was
ever
she born?
sentient.
I don't know.
Unclear. Yeah.
Oh, it's a she?
Oh, I don't know.
Gender's a construct, especially for coil babies. I would think. Yeah, actually, look at us doing a better job than Boeing. We have not built a single plane that has crashed or killed someone.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
If anything, we're just spreading the gospel.
gospel, yes, that's what we're
Yes.
doing.
Satan's gospel.
Oh, God. Oh, actually, before we go, Dr. Panda picked up some new decor for her home, and it's literally like this figurine of Satan at her fireplace.
I
was
need
like,
to know where she got this, and we need to post
It's
a picture
honestly,
of it.
it gave me an idea though. Like, wouldn't it be sick if you had one of those that was like cast iron? You could put it in your fireplace and then turn your flames on.
yeah, I mean, it would be a vibe for sure. Not a vibe for my home.
Not for you.
One, because I don't have a fireplace, unfortunately.
You want God's light in your home.
I want a fireplace.
Where
And
did she get this Satan statue?
I don't remember. She like found it randomly somewhere. I don't think she like custom ordered it. I think it like stumbled. I mean, of course, like Satan will
found
catch
her.
you. Yeah, Satan found her when she wasn't expecting it, and now it's in her house. So you know, we have different spiritual beliefs. She and I.
We'll post it for everyone to see because it was quite shocking.
I
I was
loved
like,
it.
what the fuck?
We should
is
put my
this?
hat on it.
Oh,
is it big?
It's not big enough.
Could it
for
wear
that.
a hat?
That hat would drown
Can it wear a hat?
It doesn't have a face for hats.
Are you saying Satan doesn't have a face for hats?
I doubt it. Yeah.
Check if we're
Rude.
still recording. How dare you speak of him like that?
You probably turned off the recording.
Nope, it's still recording. He turned off your camera because he doesn't like you.
Yeah, he turned off mine too.
Mine's still going.
Oh, well, I don't know what that says about anything. I was going to say something about you not being baptized, but neither of you are baptized. So,
Yeah, way to rub it in.
yeah. The only one who seems to be affected by it is you.
I've seen what he can do when you speak his name. Illy.
Don't bring me into this.
You were here. This is all our fault.
I didn't invite Satan into the room.
Don't look at me.
Episode 3, he turned off our podcast. I'll never forget.
I disagree.
No, me neither.
And now I have PTSD.
Brianna's admitting that she unplugged it.
Oh my God, I cannot imagine the wrath.
I probably wouldn't speak to you
Not
for
of
weeks.
Satan of Blaze.
The wrath
Yeah,
of
my
Blaze. Yeah, but not Satan.
She's
Blaze.
like, I'm unconcerned of Satan's wrath. Blaze, on the other hand.
You gotta deal with me, bitch. I'm here on Earth.
No, I'd be terrified.
I'm here right now.
Right, if I had to pick someone to be mad at me.
Oh.
She's fired up just
You saw the
thinking about it.
gummy situation. I love how also you and I are looking at each other
Through.
Well,
Well, I keep trying to look at you, but our eyes are like the microphones are in the way. So we found a little patch.
Wait, hold on, I gotta take a picture.
Hey, you know you don't want to piss off the editor of the podcast. Me!
Hold on, don't move.
All right, wait, I gotta do your because it's funny from my point of view too.
And I'm just a douchebag director over here in the corner.
You know what these mics are doing?
Stop talking. I got the perfect photo.
Oh, I need Botox.
No, you don't, dude.
Really? Brianna.
No, look at that forehead.
You can't both have issues. I can't. I cannot.
No, look at the picture.
Oh my
I don't think I
God.
actually need Botox.
Your forehead is flat.
I'm
No,
not
it's got
doing
little
this.
dimples in it.
That's because you're making a face.
You're making an expression with your God forbid.
Okay, yeah.
no,
actually,
I'm not doing this.
really quick. No, there is something I want to say. I think women should do whatever they want, blah, blah. If you're getting Botox, cool, fine, great. But I was watching a TV show from like the early 2000s, and the girls on it are all like, you know, early 20s, and all their faces move because we are so conditioned to think that like your face shouldn't move, and it's like an old person thing. Young people's faces move. Like, I just want to, it is so, like, these girls' faces going all over, lines and furrowed
Facial
brows,
expressions?
like-
Normal.
yeah, exactly. Like, we're so conditioned to think like, oh my God, my forehead's moving. Like, oh, it's like teenagers' faces move. Like,
Oh God, my expression. Oh
yeah.
no.
It fires me up so much because it's clearly like a social media thing too. Like, and maybe I'll get Botox someday. I'm not like against it. Like, I probably will.
Brianna made a facial expression in that photo. It was not a wrinkle.
We
You
just
went
had,
like
we
this.
just had to bully you for a minute. You do
I'm
not
aware
need
of that.
Botox.
Well, actually, I do want to get Botox right here, only because my eyebrow gets stuck up here sometimes.
Oh, like a detective.
You
like,
say that? I've never seen it.
Well, it like so. I'll show you guys.
I can
Actually,
lift
if
my
I go
left
like
one,
this,
but not my right.
it doesn't come all the way down, and I can feel like it gets stuck up there, and it like.
But that's just facial.
Hurts.
You can train. You gotta like every once in a while, like kind of do this.
Oh
'cause-
yeah, I'm just too lazy for that.
Oh,
I know.
wow.
I need to do
Okay.
that more because I can raise my left eyebrow, but like not my right.
And that's only because your face is a muscle. You just
Yeah.
gotta
Yeah.
train it. Because I naturally lift my left one more when I'm talking, but
Same.
I gotta do this every once in a while. You know, to strengthen
You
that
just gotta,
side.
you know how it goes. The exercises.
It's real. Let's wrap this shit up so we can relax, ladies.
That's right.
All right, take us away.
Oh.
You can do it.
We believe in you.
So that's our show. I took off my head. Now I feel vulnerable.
Put it back on. Put the jester hat back on. Send us off with a song.
It's backwards.
That's our show. You can find us at Something for All FTN on Instagram, Something for All Pod on TikTok, and at Gmail, where you should be sending your feral stories and your shitty boyfriends / girlfriends that you want us to break up with.
Yes, please.
do it.
I'm begging.
If they identify with any of these menaces, give us a ring, give us an email. Not a ring. We don't have a phone number. Give us an email.
Give us an email.
Send us an email with your stories.
Mail us. P.O. Box.
Send your carrier pigeons.
We're off to get ferals. See you next week.